Are you ready, Doug? Are you ready? Are you ready
Ready,
for this?
ready.
You
Ready.
are. Alright, lone qualify, something different here at SuperCars NZ. Main event, round one, summer series, GT3s. Tell us all about it, Doug.
Welcome back. This is our summer series, greatly sponsored once again by Barry from MRP. So thanks, Barry, to that. Broadcasting Lounge bringing to you once again Napa Auto Parts. They're jumping in behind us so we can bring the best to you at home. GT3s this season. Wow, it's going to be off to a ripper. We're doing a bit of a crazy version of a world tour, and we've changed up the way the guys are going to be attacking the racing this season. As you can see there at the moment, there are no cars out on track, but there are. It's a lie. They're all out there individually at the moment. A way of being able to give the drivers the best ability to run by themselves, so they can't draft on one another, can't work as part of a team to try and bring certain drivers up the field. It goes on best driver merit, who can bring it out the fastest lap of the day. So that's what we can see there. We can see a few times populating up there on the left-hand side already, and the gap margins following down from those that you can see there above. The guys had a total of 5 laps to get their best lap sorted, so we may see some of those times fall a little bit further. But we are
How
here
much longer after the
round
time
one
has ended do we have
tonight,
to complete a lap?
and we are at a
Heat
very
racing for your dog.
interesting version of Monza, the Monza circuit. It's the GP circuit, and it also incorporates the old oval. So something different for the guys to challenge themselves with tonight. So the track does its traditional few corners in a sort of a weird sort of boomerang shape, and then beside, when they fly by pit lane, it runs them back into the old oval. So it's got the big high bankings, one of the highest bankings degrees recorded, and yes, there's going to be there, you can see there. So low line there below the yellow line is rather slow, and for the gamey drivers they'll probably be too wide, running around there and trying not to crash and murder each other.
Yeah,
Damage has been...
super high paced track.
Yeah,
they're gonna be
There's-
fun. These cars are gonna be on the limit. They're gonna be drafting. One little tap and we might see some decent
all over
accidents.
Red Rover.
Yeah, looking
Yeah.
forward to it.
So this season we've also turned, just because it's a fun summer series, we've turned the damage off, because we're running heat racing. It just means that the guys don't have to worry about going through the pit lane to get repairs. Keeps them going if other people, have similar incidences along the way. Heat races, it's a 10 lap starting race, and then it becomes a 10 lap starting race, and then we finish on a 14 lap invert all feature race.
Oh
meaning
really?
that
Have you done that, Doug?
Yeah, so these guys that are qualifying for first place here currently will start the first race in those positions, and their finishing order at the end of the first heat will be complete reverse grid,
Wow,
and
that's
then
so cool.
we'll be going out and they'll be contending again. So there'll be equal number of points for each race. So if the guy who starts first finishes first in both races, he'll get a whopping 100 points. Or if he finishes first in the first race and last in the second, he may only walk away with 56. So there's a chance for someone sitting around in the middle at like position 10 could walk away with more points than that guy who finished first in the first race.
That is classic. Sounded a bit confusing, but long story short, if you do well, then you end up at the back in the next race.
That's it, yeah.
Ship.
And if you do really well, you get maximum points.
Yeah, no, looking forward to it. And no damage. Do you want to put a little note in the sim just to let those guys know?
Will do.
Yeah, that's always handy. Don't want anybody having a bit of a big accident and then realising that they've escaped for no reason. So, yeah. So we've got 2 minutes left in quali and we're into it. We've got 33 cars out tonight.
Wow, that's an awesome number to start off our summer series in the GT3s.
Yeah, considering there'll
I
be a lot of boozing going on tonight, a lot of work dues going on tonight, so yeah.
Correct. Yep. There's yeah, for the unlucky few, another work day tomorrow before Mr. Claus comes and ventures over to us next Monday.
Yep, the fat guy in the red suit that takes all your money. That's how I explain him.
Yeah, that's it. And then on Tuesday night, we'll be back out running in the Allport's V8s. And some people that evening will probably be wanting to get in touch with Allports to see what Boxing Day sales they have on after they do either poorly or well after that race.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it. So left hand side at the top there, Time and Tower does have their qualifying order, so that's how they're going to be rocking out. Stefan McCartan, Nathan Gardner, Keon Burt, Blake Greenhall, Peter Vandenberg, Christian Jenkins. Oh, Keon just nipped Stefan just a touch there. Wow,
Wow.
very cool. Yeah. Bill Kilger, Sean Macker, Ethan Holland. Obviously, these guys are just flying over that completing their final last lap. So the order is changing a touch. Shane White in 12th spot, Jonathan Turner 11th. It's yeah, 10
That's going to be
seconds
really
in
cool
quali.
to see. Yeah, young Kian going a little bit faster there than from Stefan McCartan. We obviously saw how well he raced last season, and even with missing the the final 3 races of the series, was still able to have enough points to finish in 3rd spot. Otherwise, he probably would have most likely taken out the championship there in 1st. But we did have, and I'm just trying to see if he's on there. Looks like he hasn't been able to make the first race. Was Mackenzie Stewart, who took out P1, but Blake Greenhall, who took out P2 for the championship. He's sitting there currently in 4th, so he's behind a couple of new drivers for the GT3 series, and yeah, things should be really cool, really good.
Just double checking everything's going okay. Just didn't hear any car sound. Just making sure I've got that sorted. Alright, here we go. Where's Keon? Still not out. Obviously getting some gas, loading up the tyres.
Yeah, there we go. Look at that. So I'm loving the look at that track map. It's something absolutely wicked.
Yeah, 33 cars on track right now. So yeah, looking forward to this. Steve Arthur,
Yeah.
Louis Robertson,
Some new guys.
Logan
out there.
Spartan's new guy in tonight. Enjoy your race,
yes.
man. Ben Murray, Chris Zelsky, Wayne Hartnell, Roger Forbert, Marty Mitchell, Shane White.
Alrighty.
Getting cranking, warming these GT3s up. Michael Vanderhaas, Ethan Holland, Sean Macker. Let's find another camera view here. Sean Macker, Bill Kilger, Right-Off Jenkins, Simability, Peter Vandenberg, Blake Greenhall, Nathan Gardner up in 3rd spot, Stefan McCartan 2nd, and Keon leading the pack here tonight. SuperCars NZ.
So we had a another thing to add is with all these cars, Wayne, is we've gone for a fixed setup on the cars, so they're running the high downforce sprint setup across each car, and we've knocked the fuel load back to just 60%, so it should mean that come the feature race, the cars are able to battle a little bit lower down into the lower fuel numbers, but certainly not low enough that would warrant needing a pit stop. So hopefully we'll see some pretty quick blistering times out of these cars in the second race as well. But these things on draft coming around the track going to be seeing the better side of 280 to 280 odd 5 kilometers an hour. So we'll keep an eye out for some of those, and we'll see how game these guys are going to get once the green flag drops.
Yeah, Kian got full control of this race. Looking forward to this track. Major high speeds. It's gonna be I'm looking forward to it, Doug. Keep an eye on the incident tower for me, man, and let me know what's going on.
Yeah, I'm just having a crack at bringing that one up now. Pace car has rolled into pit lane. We should be seeing a green flag any second now.
Let's hop in the cockpit, see what he does.
It's
What are you
almost
up
like
to,
it's looking like he's
Kian?
down
What
pit
are you
lane
up to?
already.
Alright, green. Blasting off here at SuperCars NZ, round 1, GT3s, all big dramas in the background there.
Wow, look at them already too wide. Some guys choosing the safe down below the yellow line while the tyres are still warming up. A few just a little bit slower away there, having to check themselves up, coming around that first part of the oval. They're now down the first straightaway section. You can see them 3 and 4 wide, ducking and diving. Blake Greenhall moving himself up into P2,
yes.
P1. They come into the second part of the oval now, side by side, getting him behind the draft. Stefan behind Blake. These cars are tapped out, and if you go on board any of them, all you hear is valves screaming.
Here we go, check this out.
Oh, there was a big one in the background just as we moved away. We'll have a look at that one in a minute. 285, it will be registering. You can do 2 wide round here if you're keen, and your inside line gives you the room to dance.
Certainly a lot of dramas going on in the background there, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, someone's even managed to bounce over the wall onto the other side of the track. Oh, there's a big one in the middle. Oh.
Hi guys.
Hey Corey, you made it!
Hey, Corey.
Oh,
Yep, I
Sean
just
Macker
sat
just
down.
landed in the middle of the track.
Yeah, I just sat
Oh,
down
that
here a
was
bit late.
insane.
Just seeing Sean doing somersaults.
Where is he? Where is he? Sean Macker. Let's have a look at this.
Oh, the pits.
Sorry, gotta look at this. Oh.
Oh,
That
he's
car
glitched
is
in the wall.
toast.
Oh.
Just trying to figure out what happened there, but that's alright. Back to live. Up the front, Stefan taking control of the race.
So Macca shouldn't pull the pin just yet. I know that he's probably going to be absolutely kicking himself, but he will be in the prime position for starting the next race off P1. So he's certainly going to be in a different racing contention moving forward into that second race. A bit more clearer air, hard battles in the middle, but just really interesting to see how gamey people have been on that opening lap. We are just on lap 2 now. That's how long it takes to do the complete circuit. So
Alright.
very gamey from some of those
Jump on
guys.
board here.
Look at that angle.
Nathan Gardner. Let's turn that car up. You can hear what these cars are doing. So 280, 281, 2, 3, 284 kilometers an hour, 285. Back into another big wall. 286.
Yep.
Getting a bit of draft now.
It certainly is. Look how much closer he's pulling those cars
Yeah,
in.
well, that's insane, eh? That draft. Wow.
Lot of draft now coming down.
Sucked
from
it
this
right
straightaway.
in. He's got more speed.
Dropper care might be a good one. Giving his
there we
teammate
go.
a wee nudge there.
Yeah. It's like I'll line up behind you, Stefan. Yeah, Blake Greenhill in the mix and Kian Burt. First.
And we stay here because usually you'd be coming into a pretty dynamic chicane, but as you can see, it's all flattened out. And Blake has made that work to his advantage. That's probably one of the slower corners there that the guys are going through, and you can see,
Oh! Just as I changed camera, what does that always happen? It's like craziness.
So just a bit of an overlap there, I think, as Blake moved back across. Maybe not quite enough racing room given by Stefan or his teammate. I'm not too sure which one it was. But just that's how close these guys are racing, because you need to be using that draft or else you're just not going to be going anywhere. So Blake's got a wee bit of recovery now. He's sitting back down there at about P9.
Oh, sixth spot. Not bad.
And sixth spot. Okay, so not too bad of a fall away there. We can see your DSA sponsored cars actually moved up to third spot there now, mate.
Oh, there we go. Shane White.
He is. Well, as he
Getting
had
a
a
bit
ton of
loose, getting
understeer
a
coming
bit
through
loose
there.
coming around there. Yeah.
So he's got Peter Vanderberg in behind him running the BMW out there now. He'd previously been running the Mercedes in the past.
We certainly missed a fair amount of data. Let's have a quick look
Yeah,
at
the
that.
last corner right now is mayhem.
Where are we? Just trying to find out what happened there.
Oh. That was a hell of a rejoin.
Bad re-entry by
Yeah.
Kian.
Yeah, well, there is incident points. We've got 17 incident points out there before a drive-through penalty takes place. So on a track like this, a few tappy-tappies, a few rotations and hits, and a few off tracks. It certainly won't be too long before those numbers come up. And having a look at it now, I can actually see there is a black flag beside Kian's name.
Oh, there we go.
But his incident count only says 8, so I'm interested to see how that's broken down. Scott McKenzie's showing 11, Chris Zalewski's showing 14. We've got Thomas McCall on 12, Steve Darren on 10, Steve Arthur on 10, Daniel Turner on 13, Matt Gerard on 10, and Aidan Lamont on 14.
Good
So
battle here. Roger Forbert and Ford, basically. Roger Forbert, Mackenzie Stewart, Bill
going
Kilger.
sideways up ahead.
Oh, dodge him! Dodge him!
Oh, no. Just keep your foot in it, Rog.
Oh, lucky Sean isn't here. We wouldn't be able to hear anything except laughter. Oh, that was crazy.
How is it every time you
Alright,
change
let's
camera,
have a
there's another incident?
let's have a quick look, see what happened. So Bill Cougar cruising around, Shane White getting a bit
Shane,
loose, and then just
Oh, Bill got him.
oh my gosh, oh, tagging
Oh,
him back
Bill
out
rolled
backwards.
Oh.
Car's been fixed
Down
and
part
away
there.
again. Alright, back to life. Alright, oh my gosh, this is enjoyable, Doug. This is good stuff for the summer
This is,
series. This is what we want: big tracks, fast racing, craziness, and a bit of fun for the season, you know.
And that's pretty much it. I mean, no one really wants to be out there, you know, crashing and stuff and stuff like that. So it is going to be, you know, the making of the group. They're going to have to work together to work something out on how they're going to make this race. It's a tricky track. It's a fun track, but it is tricky, and it's just because it's so high speed. And as we know,
one little whisk, there we go. Wow, that's just
there's another one.
insane.
Oh, top line! How did he get through there? Oh, he didn't.
Oh, no way. And Stefan
He came
McCartan
together with someone else.
got time to pull over and have a cup of tea. Oh, he's only got 5 seconds on right off Jenkins.
That's a tricky one there, because the gap between Christian and then Peter is, you know, there's still another 3 seconds there. Those guys can't even work together to help, you know, push or bump each other up the track to catch him. So we've got Blake and Peter Vanderberg there. They could potentially work together, bump each other, draft each other down these straightaways. A few changes of positions, but just that it added a little bit of extra speed to help gain towards the next car in front. But it will be a game of working together.
Oh, this is fun.
But a 4-way battle going on. Roger Forbert.
Oh, yep.
No.
Chris Zalewski.
Yep, Racecrafts New Zealand. backed out of that. They thought he was going to be going through the normal one. That's a wild ride through there as well. Wayne, I'm not sure if you managed to go out and do some laps. I did a couple of practice ones with Corey the other day, and yes, you can go through it flat, but my God, like it feels like it's ripping the undertray out from underneath the car. You feel like you're bouncing along, throwing carbon fibre bits out left, right and centre. It's achievable, and with risk is reward. Sometimes, as we've seen here tonight, the risk is not paid off for everyone.
What country are we in, Doug? So we can identify these trees.
Well, that would be a native tree to Italy, so a lot of those will just be
Oh, that'd be
overgrown
olives.
olives.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Yeah, totally. Understand.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think there's a couple of hybrids there that have come over from the UK, and that was a bit unfair, really. Looking at that, not too sure who that was in the black Audi, but I don't think that move was a happening one. But, these guys have got the ability to fill out a pretty cool incident reporting system. Corey's helped set up this season. It's through the Discord, and it's essentially they pull a ticket and they can put in their bits and pieces of information, and someone can go and review that afterwards from the admin team, and with the associated file for review, we can make a fair decision on how many penalty points or race dismissals said person that inflicted injury or death upon fellow racer will warrant.
Alright, Corey, you know the track. We're on board with Louis. Here it is, man.
Well, you're starting halfway around the lap for a start.
Corey's out racing there, mate. You should be on with him.
No, I missed the
No,
start
you
by the time you
you pulled the pin. Okay. Yeah, no, that's not the start finish line either way. You got that
Alright.
right.
It is in the normal Monza, but yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Start-
We'll just...
Start of this track starts on the oval.
Oh, there we go. Alright, we'll stay on board with STI, Louis, and sounds like a sexually transmitted disease, doesn't it? STI.
STI Louis. The whole thing doesn't sound very good, does it?
No, but yeah, wicked entry. Massive thanks to Darren Interiors. Knows his stuff. Special kind of guy. Really carpentry, anything construction. Jump on him. Yeah. Massive thanks to MRP. Jumping on board again this season. Barry's talking about a big event again and a big giveaway. So that was I think last time gave away a direct drive wheel.
No. Who are you talking about? Barry?
Yeah.
MRP?
When we did
Oh,
that
no.
special event.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah.
The MRP one-off in GT3, yes.
Yeah. So
Gave
we're
away
looking at that again this year. So
So here's the start of the
Get
lap.
a direct
all
drive
right,
unit.
Corey, you're on, man. Show us how
Right.
this puppy works.
So we're in a Ferrari.
Woo!
So yeah, so there's two bank corners here for the old oval here at Monza. So when you're by yourself, you're roughly going to be doing around this speed. The second one you'll be going a little bit quicker. But it's all flat out. Like I pretty much don't tell you anything until this corner that you have to brake for, and that's not for quite some time.
Well, that's good. Let's enjoy it. Let's crank up the sound in this car, eh? Louis from the Naki as well.
Oh, is he? There's plenty of you Naki boys floating around in there.
Yeah, Stefan McCartan, Bill Kilger, Shane White, Robbo. Hopefully I haven't forgotten anybody else. Dana Drew.
So this is the main tracks front straight. So normally you'd be braking for a chicane just down here, but we're flat out, straight through it. Who cares? And you're flat out around here, absolute flat out. We'll see, so almost 270 kilometres an hour. And then there's a wee right corner here. It was interesting to see if Louis brakes for it or if he's pulling up.
Oh,
There we go.
just
No,
slightly
full noise.
bumped off,
Full
but that was
noise.
it.
So
Yeah,
down in
yeah.
third here. So these two corners will be third gear. This one and the next one. Can't remember their names. Don't care.
Tell us how hard it is to actually
Shane-
bring that
Shane
car
would
down
care.
from that speed through there.
Oh, you can absolutely stand on the brakes. ABS does all the work in these things. Yeah, that makes it fairly easy to drive.
Yeah, and if you wanted to know, folks, what those sections of corners are, it's 1 degree curva de Lesmosa and 2 degree curva de Limosa.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
I think I've heard that
we don't
before.
even need Shane.
Yeah,
The section
so-
and the corners they've just gone through there is
Yeah, that's
very
the hardest.
anti-scary.
That's probably the hardest part of the track, really. Where you've got to slow down the most.
And the rest is all just full noise, solid, right on.
Yeah, so once you get round this corner here, you'll be coming down to the start-finish line and you just full foot down and it's down for a good minute or so.
Wow, that's cool. Loving it. Good track choice for race 1. GT3s. Summer series of fun.
Yeah, and so still sort of having a bit of a toy with the idea of what we're going to do as far as prize giveaways throughout the series. I've always sort of been a pretty keen with it being the summer series. You know, we always give our first, second, and thirds something, but it's always nice to give back to the other guys who turn up regularly, or endorse clean driving, or have the the most overtakes in a race. So stand by for a few of those being rattled out throughout this series. As people know, the ones who do know us, we do get a little bit of coin given to us from our lovely sponsors, and also from the drivers with a registration fee. And despite some other people's unsound knowledge, we don't just give away $200 to the guys out there and call it quits and bank the rest for ourselves. We gave away nearly, probably I'd say close to a whopping $3,500 worth of cash and prizes and prize money last season, and we'll be certainly doing something very similar again this season again.
Look at these two. These two are having an absolute blast. Right off Jenkins, Blake Greenhill trading places second, third. They know they've got. They know they're on the podium. What they probably don't realise, Doug, is what
is going to happen come the second race.
Have you heard,
They don't
Corey?
know.
Have you heard?
What's happening there? Why am I hearing
Wow,
cars
look at that.
slowing down? Or is that on my screen? That was Louis. Oh, Louis had a monumental and parked it up in the fence. And he's just gone and got into a tangle with another car as
Alright,
well.
let's have a look at that. What happened, Louis? Ooh,
Yeah, it's a bit before that one.
let's try that. Ooh, tagged up there. Oh, here we go.
I think he was rejoining the track at that point. Maybe not. He's lost the rear end a little bit, glided
Just
around,
got
and
a
Beamer's been
slight
able to hold a
touch
bit
and then
more
got
traction.
turned. Yeah, that wasn't too major. Alright, back to
Yeah.
live. Oh, look at this. This is good.
Oh,
Full
so
noise.
Mackenzie Stewart is actually out there. I missed the play on that one, so he must have started towards the rear of the field. You might be able to bring up our groovers and shakers there, mate.
Oh yeah, can handle that.
Or movers and makers.
Movers and groovers, Doug. Come on, mate.
There's a few of note there, actually, Dougie. Yeah. So Mackenzie Stewart is up 20, Thomas McCall's up 19, Matthew Gerard's up 16, Peter Rothmitz is up 15. So they're the biggest movers out there so far.
There we go. So a lot of those guys that have made big grounds here through this race will have the upper hand coming into the second race when the invert all grid takes place for the second race, and the guys who finish first will be at the back, and the guys who finish at the back will be at the front.
Look at this racing. So good. Bringing it up just nice.
So that looks like that car number 1. So Kian's down in P26, and he's following car number 1, which will be Mackenzie Stewart there in P4. So pretty gamey from someone who's down the grid order, still trying to rattle and jive for position there. Couple of laps to go.
Guten Tag to you too, Scott.
Yeah, saw that one.
If that's how you say it. It doesn't even sound Italian. I don't think it is.
No.
So good. Alright, battles, what's going on? Where are we? Let's figure this out. 9 laps in, 10 lap race, Stefan. Just playing around here. 8 seconds on Blake.
Oh, there's a good bit of racing going on between Ethan Holland and who is it? Matt Gerard at the moment.
Yeah,
Yeah, there was-
Shane White and Bill Cougar not too far behind. If we hop on the bonnet of Bill, see how this unfolds.
Yeah, so the 5 of them, the last lap, they were they were running in a bunch too wide, so they've spread out a little bit this lap. They're getting back in the tow.
Yeah, look at
Yeah.
this. There's a car out of order just on the high side, sort of trying to stay clear as other guys rattle on by. Wouldn't be too hard for them to get back into the draft of things. As I see Bill closing in, that Beamer screaming.
He's like, Shane, you picked the wrong line, I'm out of here. See you later. Oh, that was
Wow.
a nice move by Bill Cougar. Nice move.
Oh, I can see Shane wobbling in the background.
Very
And look at
cool.
this run by Bill. This is a monstrous run.
Now he's got Shane back on the tow behind him now, so look for the nose of that TSA Audi to come into play up here.
Yeah,
getting on
Bill's searching for
I'm
the
really-
toe for the cars in front of me. Searching. I think he's
really
getting
enjoying-
it. I think he's getting
Yeah.
it. Look at this.
I'm really enjoying our GoPro stick camera there, mate. The one that they've put off the back of the spoilers, giving us that alternate angle of view.
Good to see you out there having. Ooh, car. What was that? Marty Mitchell going a bit wide up the front there.
Marty's actually had a really good run. He qualified really well for the beginning of this race. He's looks like he's kept his nose pretty clean, sitting there in 5th spot. I think he dropped out a couple of spots at the beginning, just keeping out of other people's drama, and he's picked his way back up towards the front. We have white flags showing at the top. The cars have nearly completed all of their 10 of 10 laps. That's certainly going to be a slowdown for
Oh, there we go.
that other car as he went across there. So there we go. So that's actually wrapping all of those up, those guys coming across the line. So Stefan McCartane there in first. Christian Jenkins, or our mate Rideoff, he's not going to actually be completing a lot of this season as he's going in for some surgery in the new year, which is going to, for a man who relies heavily on 2 arms, is going to take him down to 1 arm for a wee while. That'll be a change of life for him momentarily. He may jump in from time to time with us in the broadcasting lounge, just so he can keep the mental health side of things up and feeling good about things while he can't race. But
Oh,
well
that
done to him,
sounds
P2.
great. Looking forward to that. Welcome.
Blake
Definitely.
Greenhall took out P3 over Mackenzie Stewart in 4th. Marty Mitchell held on to P5. That was good racing from him. Michael Vanderberg, Vander Haas took out position 6. Matt Gerard held on to 7th over Bill, who finished in P8. Ethan Holland, a new entrant for us, was on spot number 9, and Shane White rounded out our top 10. few more cars set to come round, finish off their lap. But all really cool racing, all in all, by the guys out there.
Oh, Doug, what have you done? No damage, big track.
Well, could you imagine if we'd left damage on, Wayne?
Oh yeah, it would have been.
We would have spent the first 17 minutes of the race watching how many cars got repaired the quickest in the pit lane.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so that's.
Oh, look at all those
race
olive
one
trees.
over. Certainly picturesque track here in Italy. Cheers
If you
to
vineyard
iRacing.
nearby.
Oh, look, and all the fans have turned up. Thank you, guys.
Yep,
Supporting the Broadcasting Lounge, packing out the grandstands.
Yeah, last time you were here in a Fiat, weren't you, Doug? Little Bambina flying around here.
I was on something that didn't have enough gas.
Oh,
And I'm
very
pretty
good.
sure Monza was the opening race of the season as well.
Well, there's
last
a good
time
shot
round.
of the construction that's gone into this track. So yeah, we're not relying off dirt. There was actually bankment purposely built.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It was. And yeah, there's it's quite interesting because when you look at some of the corners on some of the flyovers on the track there, that's actually part of the oval as it goes around and passes over top of the traditional race circuit. So it's quite interesting to see those. So keep an eye out for them as the guys go round for the feature race coming up shortly. We'll give the guys a little bit of a break now, seeing they've been pretty much sitting with their right hand down for the last what was it, about 25 minutes,
and foot right up it.
and
Yeah.
foot flat, so now they can stretch their toes, go for a wee wees, top up their hydration bottles, and stretch
Yeah.
the fingertips.
Swap some rubber, get some gas in.
That's it.
Ha ha ha! Can't change setups.
No, that's it.
Yeah.
And it's one of those ones as well. Like, I mean, yes, it's a warm up period, but what could you really try and go out there now to do to practice doing anything more than what you've done the last time around? So we've actually had a few people leave.
Oh, Corey
after
Kitchen
that,
is the
after that race.
is the
We've
starter.
had Ethan de Holland. He's going to go and find dessert, or he's going to go and unload the dishwasher.
Yep.
Michael Vanderhaas, he's gone and up and left as well.
Oh, Ethan's still got homework. He sent me a message.
And Louis Robertson's gone as well. So I don't know if a lot of these guys have appreciated that that there's still a second race to run.
Yeah, or they were a bit gutted with the first one. And
Well, Louis shouldn't have been, because he finished that race there in P7. Ethan had finished the race
that's good. It's
in
good.
about P8. About 7 and 8 there for them. Michael Vanderhaas, I can work that out. So Michael finished 11th. Ethan finished 7th. Louis finished in 6th. But those guys are have gone and run away. Hopefully there was a few people that might have said before they left the race channel, maybe you need to rejoin in a hurry.
One guy out there, Logan, getting some laps in.
Yeah, Logan's a new one for us, and I actually saw before he was really struggling with his internet quality, what we refer to as the ping. A lot of the guys are sitting in the under 100 and around that sort of 66, and it was about the average. His one was sitting at 800 and 900 ping, so would have
There we go, Wayne Blue, top of the grid.
yeah.
That would be last spot there. Scott
Who's
Pickering.
that?
Some guy, Bikely.
Boogie Dick. Who's that?
So Corey Kitchen, they're going to be waiting for these
Oh, is that me?
commentators / ex-sim racers apparently.
Someone's changed my name.
Good to see you watching SPR. Awesome.
Yeah.
Love your setup, man. It's looking mean. Looking mean.
Get out there and race.
Yeah,
He should be out there racing with his inverted pedals.
Yeah.
Yeah, me logis are inverted. Whoop whoop.
Bloody awesome.
So 5 seconds to grid, 4 seconds to grid. I'm gonna
Alright,
miss
here
the
we
grid.
are.
I was hovering over the button almost.
So here you go, this is what you said. Sean Macca
That's up.
took his time,
He was waiting for his
Go-
moment.
got control of the race,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh,
his
so
baby blue Audi.
Michael van der Haas is currently reconnecting. I can see that one. I don't know if he's going to get the grid in time. We'll see what happens on that one. Nice start from pit lane.
Look, this is going to be a first ever and maybe a last. Sean Macca has control of this race in P1. And these trees.
Yeah,
All
olive.
olive trees.
Old olive.
So
Yeah.
I'm trying to work out what has Sean done to annoy Steve and warrant dropping the SDI livery, or is he just he's going for the baby blue theme? Is that because he's a bit of a crybaby?
He just
sometimes,
brought
or-
he just brought the Audi tonight to impress us, and yeah, he didn't get the paint on, so he failed at that. But let's see how he goes off the start here.
He didn't get the paint on, but he was able to get his shirt off. Seems about right.
Yeah, he'd been to the gym all afternoon, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some would say
Alright.
his car lives on muscle protein formulas.
It lives in the garage. Yeah, broken.
Same colour as the Rotang actually, nearly. No white wheels though. What's up, Sean?
Oh, good
Alright,
job.
he's gone. Sean Macca, full control
Alright.
of this race.
Let's see if they can get through here clean this time down through the straight here. Everybody stay in your lane.
We should be having a look at the cars at the back of the field trying to make their way through.
Of course, I've got a few extra laps this time. Well, 10 laps for the last race. 14. Do you think it's going to go?
Not
14 laps,
bad, a
time's
lot
good and-
cleaner than
It'll be interesting to see if
Way
we manage
cleaner.
to get the all the 14 laps done, because I'm pretty sure that first race ran for about 25 minutes, and that was only 10. And it takes 2 minutes 30 to do a lap.
Yeah, no, we'll go over that. Yeah, it'll be time sooner. So 32 minutes of racing.
Alright, get it here, 30 minutes, time said, flying around the track.
Whoa.
Oh,
Gosh, there's
three
some cars
wide,
quite down
Blake
through there.
Greenhill.
Oh, don't squeeze.
Stefan and
Balaki, is it?
Wayne Hartnell. Wow.
Can anyone spell disaster?
I
Bill was
can-
looking at.
I can
Oh,
hear
that's in
I can hear
front.
disaster. I can see disaster.
There's bits of expensive GT3 cars scattered everywhere.
Oh shit, that was insane. Hope I didn't swear on the stream. Oh, alright, let's have a look at that. Oh, that's Spitfire down the order, isn't it? Let's see if this gets it. That was a bit earlier on. Oh no, car's bouncing back in. Yeah.
oh,
Wow. Wall of cars.
oh.
How'd Bill go? Hey, see Bill? Did you see Bill?
It's
Yeah.
casual.
Perfect Bill moment there. Just made his way through there with no dramas. It was so good. Alright, back to life. Sean, let's have a look at what's going on here. Oh, only 0.2 from Kian, so can hear Sean over the comms now. Bugger off, Kian.
So, a couple more cars falling down through the order there. One of them was Shane White, dropping down a few spots. You can see Logan Sparns, one of our new drivers, really ticking his way down through the order. So he may
Let's
have
a quick look at
jumped
that.
back to the pits.
Shane White.
We're saying that happens ahead of him. Oh.
There's actually a lot of drivers out there that have got well into the double digits up positions too, which is quite cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool to actually have an early look at Wayne when we get a chance. Is just see what our shakers and bakers are for the
Doug,
start of the
I'm gonna
race.
fire you soon. It's movers and groovers, alright?
Movers and groovers.
It's always been
Don't worry.
movers and groovers.
Don't worry, folks. I do know what it is, but it's just how, like, when Wayne talks about the 21st position being 21th, I've just got to keep Wayne on his toes.
Yeah, here we go. Sean Mack up 5 spots. Kean up 8. Chris up 5. Mark Price up 9. So that must be relating to their start positions and their qualifyings, I would
Yep.
imagine.
Well, there's a cool bit of battle at the moment happening around P13, Peter Roberts. There's a lot of our
Bill
fast
Kilger.
guys still making their way through. Look at
Peter.
that bunch. Look at that.
Oh,
You're not supposed to live through there, Peter.
bit harsh. Rudolph Jenkins, Peter Vanderberg, Wayne Hartnell.
Yeah,
Bill
looks like they
Kilger.
said in Fast and the Furious, mate. 0 lift.
We've seen that tonight here with Bill. I mean, he's out there doing it, enjoying this track. It's really good to see.
Yeah. So this was certainly a bit of a left field track choice for the start of the series, wasn't it, Corey?
Yes, it was a high speed, drafting, lots of passing, and we've seen that and some NASCAR styled crashing.
Yeah.
How good?
It's a good thing we don't have full course yellows, eh?
Yeah.
Actually, we could throw a yellow.
I'm not saying anything. I'm running the series, but if that yellow flag gets thrown, I have nothing to do with it. I may support it. I may not support it.
Have you the ability to skip it, like fast forward a lap, or not? Probably got no ability at the moment. Did you reset your PC?
I've got 0 of that, but I know what the code is.
No. I probably couldn't do that to Sean, actually. That'd be a bit mean.
Has he got a lead?
Just wait till he gets past and then do it.
Oh, him and Kean. Let's have a look at their
Their margins, yeah.
yeah.
So Kean's probably having a bit of a look at this, because what we haven't tested is yes, the guys have got a 60% fuel load, but these guys are spending the majority of the time flat out, foot to the floor. Gas is just going to be absolutely getting chewed through these things. So I'm almost wondering, what is 60% fuel load going to look like towards the end of the race? So Kean may have done some calculations. He may be quite comfortable sitting behind Sean momentarily,
Saving some
being
fuel.
able to
Yeah,
save yes.
definitely. Yep.
Or is he sitting behind him currently flashing his lights just to try and let him know he's there?
You know what would happen if he was flashing his lights, because you'd see the red tail lights of Sean's car come up in a hurry.
Yeah, be getting brake checked.
So I think Mac is in to win. Oh, goodbye, Macca. Oh no, we got in his car.
We're on
He
Macca.
disappeared. Yeah. Thought he
Are we?
disappeared there.
Sorry guys, just looking for some rear chase.
Gearbox.
So we've also gone and stuck some GoPro cameras on the front of the cars as well, on the pole. And this is another awesome view that we bring to you this season, looking back from the car.
It's the lead camera car actually, Doug. So it's just we've got Jimmy on the back of a Hilux Ute in front of these boys with the camera.
The
a
1990
Hilux with a
Yeah, Barry
with
Crump's
a
driving, bugger it.
supercharged Lexus in it. Yeah.
Yeah, all the bells and whistles for Baz.
Currently dumping one of his 14 nitrous bottles down into the tank at the moment.
You know, somebody by the name of maybe Daryl would be driving it, for instance.
Oh, that guy,
Downtown
Daryl.
Daryl.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say Keane's saving some gas. Definitely.
I mean, it's one of two strategies, as Sean would know because he's done it himself. Just sit behind the car, let the car in front be the one that makes the mistake, falls off, you know, and then you make a clean move. You don't have to be trying to jive for a pass all the time. But Sean, being a seasoned semi-amateur professional race driver that he is, would be aware of said tactic, and he won't fall for it. He'll just keep his eyes forward, moving forward.
Yeah, that's right.
He is a man who has said that he doesn't know what a mirror is, because all of them in his house keep breaking when he looks at them.
It's the ultimate sin. With oh dear. Here we go, and that's DSA sponsored car, and
another
DSA
DSA sponsored car.
Now they're going to have to pay each other for repairs.
Oh, that's
And how's the
crazy.
rejoin?
Oh, sorry.
It was looking at, no, it was all good. It was looking okay.
Right, we'll scroll down the order, eh? So, Keane. Chris Zalski be stoked out there, plenty of race room.
There's actually
Yep.
3 Audis, 1, 2, 3
What's he
there.
got? He's got like 5 seconds and another 4 to the car behind him, so
Wow.
Nathan
But-
Gardner.
What I'm seeing though is not a lot of those guys who were at the front of the last race moving their way back forward. Looking at Blake Greenhall in particular, still down there in P20. Michael Van der Haas there, P19. He'd finished in spot 11.
I can tell you some of the movers and shakers. So Mackenzie Stewart, defending champion.
Yep.
He's up 25. So currently sitting in 7th position. So he's not too far off, but
He
that
finished
gap up
spot-
in front
he
might be a
finished
little
spot-
bit too much.
He finished spot number 4 in the previous race, and he had done a similar number of passes in the first race. So he was well of the understanding of how to make that work and work with the other cars around him to slingshot at the right times and close those margins down.
Yeah, so Stefan is up 20. Nathan Gardner's up 20 as well. We've got 3 drivers, Bill Kilgore, Matthew Gerard, Marty Mitchell, and Christian Jenkins, all up 18.
Wow.
So here we are, Thomas McCall will be stoked in 8th spot right now. GT3s, big track. Oh, touching the dirt.
Get off him. You've spoken about him. Move on.
Mark Pricey. So this is where this reverse grid is certainly coming into play, Doug, and it's these guys have got the legs obviously, so they're they're dealing. Oh, boom!
Oh, Bill. How's the slap? Well, no slap, but parked up.
Matthew Gerard.
Bill there,
Matt
he's just
Gerard,
waiting.
not running the Ford GT that he had ran with a few years, a couple of seasons ago, and last season I'm pretty sure he raced the Ferrari, and this time around he's brought the Beamer out to play. So
There we go. Peter
See
Vandenberg.
Marty Mitchell there at the back of that one, really shaking the tail round on his BMW. Can you bring up our manufacturers so we can see a bit of a split of who's driving what tonight?
There we go. Whole bunch of Beamers.
A whole bunch of Audis, a whole bunch of Beamers, a couple of Ferraris. What's further down the order? maybe go to someone like at P25 or something and see what populates up on the tower.
Sort of giving these guys a bit of
Hello,
time on the stream. Marty Mitchell.
Yep.
I know Peter Rothmans, he's in the McLaren, so there might have been some sort of strategic plan there with a car that may have been good.
He just
Oh, there's
he just loves the flames.
Dan Turner and a Merc. There's not many of those Mercedes out there this season.
Ah, good point.
And also this season, different from last season, I'm not monitoring if people change cars either, so if people didn't like what they turned up with tonight, they can bring something different next week. They can feel free to practice in any car throughout the week before we go to the next track. And they, of course, now know what the lay of the land is going to be as far as laps or minutes are concerned. So they can do whatever they want as far as practicing and bringing cars along.
And that's mainly due to the way this Summer Series World Tour goes. We've decided this year to spend as much money as we could instead of last year when you guys were trying to save the planet. We're spending everybody, you know, so that's why you can choose a different car, so you don't have to like that same car all the way around.
I'm still toying with the idea that there may even be a race that the GT3 cars don't get to.
Oh. They get lost.
wrong boat to China.
China.
There's no
Definitely not
racetrack.
me,
There's no racetracks in China. So if our cars end up in China, what would the guys be left to race with?
Some Brazilian stock cars or something.
Who would know?
Who knows? Let's see how this Summer Series pans out, eh, Doug?
That's it.
Not worried at all, man. You guys are doing well, and I enjoy it. It's cool.
Anyone know the Flintstones tune? Funny thing
here
is,
we go. Look at
is
this guy go.
half of our audience will be laughing, and the other half of the audience will be going, "What's Doug doing talking about snake sport?"
Hey.
They'll figure it out, Doug. They'll figure it out. But here's Blake Greenhill, uncommon, 17th spot. Jonathan Turner chasing him down, trying to tuck in. Did you see that?
He was, yeah.
I'm
But once again,
tucking in for the ride.
You look at the time gap difference from Blake to the next car in front of him, and as far as I hate to say it, JT would be one who could certainly keep Blake out of position, but he's a fast driver. Work together.
Yeah.
Your enemy can be your friend at a track like this, as it means getting yourself closer towards the front. As we see Sean McNamara's gap now over Nathan Gardner is 6 seconds.
Look at this.
But Nathan and Chris
Look
will
at
be
this.
working together. Yeah, I can see that one. Bill
and
Kilger.
Steve,
Yeah.
I think the headlights are just starting to take effect in some of these cars.
Mm.
I've just looked at the time, it's 5:02 on a Monday. And,
Well, that's funny because the race started at 9 o'clock this morning. Practice. It's almost like the sun's on fast forward.
It's very fast, like
So
the track.
I think Bill and Steve have certainly sussed this out, and they are taking turns with positions and are using each other's draft to gain time.
Yep. You come down through here, and Bill just needs to lift a little bit and slink back in behind.
Oh no!
Those guys. Oh, Bill, look at that.
Oh,
That's
that
a
was
$1 million
huge.
car
Huge.
destroyed.
Right, it's going car. Bill Kilger.
Yeah, can't pass there.
Oh, you can see it, just the way he rode that curb. Pardon me.
Oh, he's facing the right way. That's a bonus. Alright, back to life.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
he
a get
pulled-
thrown
pulled-
back to the pits.
pulled out.
Right, who's Steve Darren's next victim? Peter Vanderberg.
He's like, come on, Pete, come on.
Bring it on,
Come on,
bring
Pete.
it on.
Steve's running a new livery this season, and it is a livery that has been put together by the one and only Corey Kitchen.
Yeah. Just something I do for Steve every now and then. He wanted
And,
a new
Very cool.
gangster rowdy.
I mean, if we can just go on Steve's car for a minute there, Wayne, and try to go on, I think, TV3 cam, so it brings it in a little bit closer to him. It will in a minute when it comes by. A few cars coming out from the pit lane there. They've served a bit of a drive-through. I'm really liking the chroming and style of the SDI writing. It's almost a bit like rock-ish and chrome-ish. It's quite nice.
Bit of glamour
Yeah.
for the OG.
Black
Yeah,
and chrome,
well-
that's where it's at. That's my life actually. That's how I live my life, black and chrome.
Get 1/4 mile at a time.
And one bottle of wine at a time.
That's not the first Fast and Furious reference you heard tonight, was it, Corey?
No. Somebody's got a little obsession going on. Not speaking of anybody in particular. Doug, who do you think it is?
He's trying to egg me into racing with some questionable content.
It was good. Corey said he was only going to run the first race, and I said, "Nah, you've got to get into the second one as well." I said, "He's like, oh, I'll do the first, maybe till I've had enough." And I said, "You should do both. Do it for me. Do it for your family, man." And then send him a picture of Dom Toretto saying "family" underneath.
Oh, very good. That was Ben Murray, Marty Mitchell.
Here's Corey.
Steve Arthur. Hold on, give me a sec, guys.
Steve Arthur, I'm loving the Warbird livery. That's cool.
Yeah, there's just an echo of various GT3 cars in the background.
I'm looking at it here. Steve's actually been a pretty good job. He's got right off Jenkins and behind him at P15, and yeah, they're still doing their thing. I think another car's pulled off into pit lane. I reckon some guys are actually going in and getting some fuel and tyres, or at least some fuel. Can we bring up the pit stops, Wayne, and see if there's some data there?
Bit of urgent phone call there, but we good. Pit stop. Sean sort of pit. Nathan, Gerard, Stefan, Mark Price sort of pit. Keon's taking his stop. So there we go.
And is there anything there that says pit stop times?
Oh, there's something here.
No bogies up there.
Yeah. You got to turn there, Shane. I don't know what you're up to there, mate.
Alright, back to life. I thought you'd enjoy
Oh,
that being
I love
fellow.
it when you see. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a big one. Oh,
Well,
Peter Vanderberg right off Jenkins and Steve Darren, all in a big cluster of a crash there, coming out of the oval onto the main track. Look at this. Squeeze.
Wow, high speed accident.
yeah, that's 270, 280 kilometers an hour.
Wow.
And here comes Blake Grenhall, no lift.
Yeah, don't worry about the yellow flag at all.
Yeah.
Alright, back to live, and we're looking for who are we looking for? What did you say there?
Here we
anyway,
go.
here's Maka bringing
coming
in.
into the pits.
He won't be.
Ah.
He won't be wanting to speed into pit lane, will he?
Oh, so there we go. So the 60% fuel load is obviously going to work at certain tracks, but what they've come to tonight is being foot flat for all this time period. They've got to lap 10 now. There's still 9 minutes of racing to go, 4 laps of racing potentially. More likely they're just going to do the last 3 and round out the minutes.
And is this Keon just wandering by? Saved all that gas, had his stop.
Yeah, so he did
now
take
has
a bit of gas
first
earlier.
position, so that's what you were talking about earlier, Doug, when he was just
Yeah.
trailing along behind Sean Maka.
Yeah, so that certainly would have helped him to a little bit. I'm interested to see what the pit stop links were and whether anyone was able to
pit lane times.
pick up some fresh tyres within that. Definitely, that's
Sean Maka
that's
another
total.
5 seconds on majority of the grid there.
So there was no compulsory pit stop, but everyone's had to pit.
Yeah, you limit the fuel, so
Yeah.
very cool. So Sean's obviously taken tyres,
He did sit there for a little bit longer. Yeah.
and I hope that the tyres are going to and I hope that the tyres are going to bring this race home. So let's see how this goes. So Kian.
Yeah.
Mackenzie
How
Stewart.
far ahead is his gap from those other guys?
Yeah, Mackenzie Stewart, Nathan, just right there in this little battle pack, and Keon. Let's have a look at Keon's gap. So 6 seconds on the guys behind him. So Keon's obviously saved a huge amount of gas following Sean.
And potentially being able to draft off other cars that were slightly out of order and pull himself a bit further forward up that order.
Mind you, it says this pit lane time 0, so pit time 12 seconds in the pit.
Well, there you go. So that's how long everyone was stopped for. And
Lap 5, so real early on.
so he obviously knew very early, as we predicted, that he knew that he had a bit of a number to meet before he could get some fuel and top it up. And yeah, I'd say with that 5 laps of fuel usage was certainly enough to put a comfortable buffer for those last 3 or 4 laps of the race. So he should have enough there to get through to the end. But possibly didn't take any tyres though with that timed pit stop, so those tyres will certainly be feeling it.
Yeah, definitely. But one guy we know got tyres, Sean Maka. Let's just see if that helps him at all against Nathan Gardner. It's unlikely.
Well, it'll certainly help him remain a bit more stable through the quick changeover after the the first sweeping right-hand corner on the traditional circuit, and also carrying that committed speed through what should be the first chicane. And also you can be a bit more committed on the brakes, knowing that the tyre rubber is there to be able to bring the car up in those slow areas. So, but he's probably got the right idea in mind while he's sitting behind Nathan. Nudge him down the field. Nudge, 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 bump, bump, bump. Work and chip away at that gap margin on Kian, and hope that maybe he hasn't done enough saving to be able to get right through to the end at full lap speed, or
poking the nose out.
Action there to go through an accident that's happened in front of him. May have slowed him down a little bit there.
Yeah,
I love that
that.
yellow.
and like you said before, Kian will be at his own detriment by being out there by himself with no one to draft off. These guys are going to be hitting, the better side of 285, and Kian will only be able to sit on 271.
Yeah, definitely Sean Macca certainly wanted to do something here, but struggling.
It's certainly getting a little bit darker out there on track as well. Cloud cover's coming over a bit more. The lights are a little bit more prominent on those cars.
Yeah, it's just approaching 10 to 6. Italian, almost Italian, I guess it would be winter's night.
Doesn't look very wintry out there, Doug. What have you done of this
No, well, I think the month of the year is May, so that would be more their springtime.
Yeah, it would be
And-
next spring. Yeah.
Oh, that'll
Marty
explain the olive trees blooming.
Yeah, Marty Mitchell's just had a moment where he lost control of the rear of his car, and I think right off Jenkins has gone and given him a bit of a rub up on the way
Give a
through.
Quick look at that, eh? Marty
Look at that
Mitchell.
He just loses the, just avoiding contact, and then right off comes through and
Tall around.
gosh, yeah, drive forward,
dragging
not
dragging the bumper around. Alright, back to life.
Oh, like Marty had the right idea there, Corey. He was getting down and dirty for the new season.
Alright, here it is. Here it is. It's Macca's moment.
I think you'll find him get out beside him, and yeah, it won't go anywhere. So that Beamer's just got a little bit more pace here today than the Audis.
Yeah,
Slowly
that's
pulling
right.
it in, slowly pulling it in. Certainly got some legs on it, the Beamer.
Yeah, Sean will be kicking himself he didn't jump in his standard normal Beamer.
They wanted
Hey,
to be
giving
flash.
the Audi a blast, and he's sitting in third spot in the GT3. So, race 1, Summer Series, certainly a yeah, good effort.
Yeah, it's going to be quite interesting going through later on and having a look at the points and how that has worked its way out, and how many drivers picked up penalties for drive-throughs. So if we want people to clean up the racing a bit more, I could certainly be a lot more tighter on those incident points, or just say X amount of incident points for a drive-through, and then not too long after will be a see you later, cuz.
Yeah, well, there's all that. We can that's up to you guys, and enjoying your loading your races and managing the GT3s. So.
Yeah. Summer series, let the boys have some fun, eh?
Yeah,
Can get
definitely.
strict again for the autumn series when we roll out the new one in March. Oh, Mac has actually lost the rear of his car, I think.
GT3s. Amount of commentary he's done on these cars, and he's found the key. Stefan told him the key, but no, he's lost rears. Wow. He's going to be kicking himself. That's stepping down the orders. Stefan.
Yeah, so he was actually looking like he was pretty close to getting onto the back of Kian there.
Yeah, there we go. Sean should have listened to Stefan. Let it glide around the corner. Coming fast, don't brake. And back on the gas as quickly as you can. So I'll show you how to do it.
Yeah, next week from the broadcasting lounge will be Sean, Corey and Doug, and Wayne out there.
Showing Sean how to...
yeah.
Yeah.
What will you bring out there to play, Wayne? It would be the DSA Beamer, or are you
Oh,
a
the
bit of an Audi
Beamer's
fan?
the Beamer's a bit rusty. I like that. Yeah, I'll probably pull that out.
Go and pop the plugs and give them a brush off with the stainless, and
Yep, SuperCars NZ Beamer.
I'll bring us back up onto our live timing tower there, mate, and we'll
that's
see how much
probably
longer these
handy,
guys
eh?
have got left to go. 34 minutes time lapsed. 14 laps.
So yeah,
We've-
nearly
we've-
final
we've-
lap.
we've got-
Kian got 4 seconds on.
Oh, the time's on fast forward. That's what's happened. It's hit the 32-minute marker, and the time is accelerating.
Nathan
The guys will be on the
Gardner,
last lap.
Mackenzie Stewart. This is a good little battle here too. Stefan, 4th spot, pulled it back in.
Nice start.
Sean Macker 5th, he'll be gutted, no podium here. Could have been his first podium in SuperCars NZ.
Yeah, well, GT3s. I mean, he has won a 12-hour.
Oh yeah,
that was a
that's
few
right.
years
yeah.
ago.
Yeah, no,
I mean, he might-
we were all old and grey since then. He was only a young buck when he pulled that off. Yeah,
Yeah.
alright, checkered flag.
There it is.
Kian
So-
rocking over. Well done, Kian.
So that's a pretty good recovery from Kian. He qualified first at the beginning there. Had a bit of an average one first race. Finished up first for the feature race. Well done. Nathan Gardner P2 over Mackenzie Stewart, the reigning champion P3. Stephen McCartan, our
Ooh,
third
battle,
place
battle,
championship getter.
battle. Neck and neck. Sorry.
No, they're good. They're still going for it. Having some fun out there.
Will anyone run
Dawn-
out of gas?
Dawn Macker in 5th, and there was Matt Gerard and Chris Zalowski 6th and 7th. JT in the 154 P8 over Ben McMurray in P9, and Roger Forbett running out our top 10. So, yeah, interesting bit of racing. A few guys down the order who were up, and a few up that were down, and it's going to be an interesting blend of the points. We'll see how close everyone's sitting and how many, what we're going to do throughout the championship. Still also, Corey, we're a bit undecided yet as to how many drop rounds we're going to run this season. I think in the past we'd run 4 for our summer series, so that helps keep the points even tighter out the other end. That allows a few people who are going to be away for sort of Christmas and New Year's the chance to be able to take those days without stress and have their usual 2 drop rounds of ill performance of racing to take part, and yeah, sort of just keeps everyone well blended throughout the race series. And for those of the guys that turn up and do race well every week, well then they'll be the ones that have the greater chance of scoring more points to sit a bit further up, a bit higher. So.
I definitely tell you've had a week or so off, Doug. You're getting all that chat out there in one go tonight.
That's incredible, eh, Corey? Isn't it incredible?
Yeah.
Eh?
But so there was some movers and shakers I'd like to give a mention to. So Stefan McCartan up 31 spots and Mackenzie Stewart up 29. So they were your 2 biggest movers and shakers on the grid tonight.
Hey,
That
Corey.
was from our feature race.
Corey. It's
Yes.
movers and groovers, alright?
I know.
I'm gonna start calling it the Whoppers and Boppers.
I love it. Love it.
Wham, boom,
Oh,
boom.
look, I think Blake's run out of gas. Is he getting
Oh,
is he getting pushed by Scott McKenzie?
Is this really a thing that's going to happen in the first round at Monza when it's at Monza?
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah, he's run out of gas and he's getting pushed
Yes.
home by Scott McKenzie.
Well, that's
Do
quite
you want to
cool because
quickly
it was-
bring Blake up into the lounge quickly?
Here
Go.
he is. Are you out of gas, Blake?
No, we're just practicing a bump draft routine, actually.
At 173 kilometres an hour.
So I've had an absolute shocker tonight, boys. My crew chief or fuel or whatever it was has let me down by in both races, actually.
Oh.
And Scott's here now doing the
Yeah.
good deed that Doug actually needed to be pushed
He
over
is.
the line the first round
He's-
of last season.
He's a bloody good man. That
And he's
Scott.
been careful not to damage your car too, even though no damage is on.
Yeah.
Well done, Scott
Oh,
McKenzie,
Good
legend.
on you, Scott, mate.
A good sport would give him the old
after
tail
the
whip
line
there.
is totally different.
You gonna bin me?
Been myself.
Oh,
Oh, how good.
alright.
That's nice of the Misfits boys, who was one of the Misfits boys that came and saved me a few years ago, last season at the
that's
start,
right.
so that was
They're
really
a good
nice.
bunch of lads, those Misfits boys.
They are.
Despite what
they're
everyone else says
troublemakers. Those
about them,
guys are troublemakers.
Yeah, despite everything people
yeah,
say.
despite all the bad shit that Bill says, I still think they're good guys.
So,
Bill's honest. Some of you guys just lie through.
Alright, we are still streaming, so just,
Did you
Oh,
get
very
my
good.
slight mishaps on the stream, boys? It was.
couple of times, Bill.
Oh, that's
You
good.
wouldn't have gotten-
It's the only reason I did it, boys, to get on the tally.
You wouldn't have got any
we
of
better
mine,
wind it up.
Sure.
So yeah, big thanks to MRP for sponsoring the GT3s this season, and of course Napa Auto Parts for backing up the broadcasting lounge and bringing this action to you live. And cheers iRacing, and cheers Bill.
Yeah.